and action. Or lack thereof. Right, so yeah, here we go. The reason I'm doing it in parts is because I can't edit videos to save my life, and YouTube will only let me upload 10 minutes or something. Easier to do them in little bits. It's a pain in the arse for you guys, but there you are. Right, so first off, what we need to do, let me clear all this stuff out of the way. Measure our wheel. Right, so for this, you don't, I bet you can't see this. To be honest, I don't even know if you can see my face. Probably not. Probably a good thing. You don't want to be measuring this outer edge. I've done them so they fit onto this edge. It looks lovely. It looks really smooth and flat and nice. And it takes the wheel disc right up to the tyre. Problem is, it bends in, bows in, and it ends up looking really shoddy. Sometimes it can, because of the level of this and the level of your sprocket or your brake, it can be in the way of that. Don't bother with this outer edge. You want to be the next one down, which should be level with, if you're using alloy wheels like these are, it'll be sort of level with that. That way when you tighten them up, as you'll see later, they'll sort of clamp onto this and they won't bow in so bad. What was the other reason for doing it like that? Something else, I can't remember. I'm slightly hungover. So yeah. We're going to cut into this step here. When you do your measurements, I prefer to make them slightly under. So this one's, let's try and get about central there. That one's coming in about 45 centimetres, or about 17.5 inch for the older folks amongst us, for Rex and his friends. Yeah, so I'm taking that at 44.5 centimetres on that one. Just knock half centimetre off. It should still fit nicely, and you can always go around with a bit of filler. If you cut it over, even if it's just a couple of mil over, it won't go in, and then you've got a real nightmare messing about trying to get that mil or two off. So 44.5 we'll say, which I've written down here. And for the middle, same again, just measure slightly too much on this one. Too little on that one, too much on this one. So that's 18 and, it's about 18 3/4 centimetres. So I'm going to go, no sorry it's not, it's 18 1/4 centimetres. So I'm going to go 18.5, so it's just over. Won't change the overall effect. Oh God, this damn grease. It's on everything. It's on that and all. Right. So we've got our measurements, which we've written down. So now it's just time, you half that. So you take half of this, because you're going to be drawing a circle. So you need this half, and then you're going to go around. Hope that makes sense. Didn't make much sense when I said it. But you'll see what I mean. Right. Get our donor plastic. Man opening an umbrella on this one. Yeah. So you cut your wire, get your tape measure, half of 44.5, so that's 22 1/4, which we'll be doing with this. So you want to cut your wire fairly generous. Right, so first off, I'll come a bit close to the camera. Don't know if you can, I still don't know if you can see this. Right, here we go. I'm looking through the camera and trying to see what's on the screen. You need to put a loop in the end, like so. You see that? Hold it up against the wall. Yeah, see that? This is nice soft wire actually, so I can just twist that up with my fingers. Lovely. There we go, nice twisty loop. Straighten that out a bit. Also, being an electrician, I like working with wire, but you can use string or whatever you want. Right, so on your tape measure, what did you say it was? I should have written the other ones down. 44 and a half, so that's 22 and a quarter. So loop at that end, 22 and a quarter, which I'm marking with that end. We'll put another loop in. Now, don't trust this to start off with. Double check these before you start actually cutting and chopping and whatnot. I can guarantee that's a bit out, even though it's 22 and a quarter by that. Right, now what you need to do, come here you, is take your pin. Now, a lot of people would bother measuring to find the centre of this, because you want it in the middle before you start cutting. It's just ridiculous. Why bother? I've just, I mean, I've done it here earlier, but you just stuff the pin in anywhere you want and have a quick check. Make sure that it's not going over the edges. Job done. That's all that matters. Right, so what we want to do, make sure your pin's made a good mark in the middle, because you might have to come back to that once you're adjusted. I like to work from a fixed position and I know exactly where I am. Pin, you put that through one of the loops on the end of the wire. I hope you can see this on this crap camera in this rubbish light. Pen in the other end. Just make a mark. Flip it right around to the other side. So it's exactly opposite. Draw a line in your mind, you know, so it comes across there about. And mark it there. Now take your tape measure. Quick measure. That should be 44 and a half. Like I said before, it'll normally be out to start with. Now this one's coming in at 43 and a half, so that's a centimetre down just from slight inaccuracy. Redo that a couple of times, just undo it, make the loop a bit further out or whatever, or shorter if needs be, until you've got it right. In Blue Peter fashion, here's one that I've done earlier. Alright, this is one that I faffed about with a bit earlier to get it exactly the right size. So, pin in the centre. Marker pen in your end. The other thing is, don't worry if you cock this up. Oh, it's damn glue they use on these things. Don't worry if you cock this up. At the end of the day, if you mark a pen, if you do it, you think you've got it right, then you measure it and it is wrong. Bit of petrol on a rag, take your marker pen right off again, start again. Let the petrol dry out obviously, and then start again. Make sure you get it right though, because otherwise you're going to give yourself a load of grief. Right, and that's the first one marked out, and that'll be the end of part 2. And that's well, we're getting there, to be honest. Not much more.